Over the period of last 15 years, our team has performed over 1,000 microvascular decompression surgeries, and most of these surgeries were for trigeminal neuralgia, but some were for hemifacial spasms. When we see patients of either of these diseases in our OPD, they ask us few questions, and these are few typical questions asked. The first question is, how long does MVD surgery last? So this surgery goes on for about 3 to 4 hours. Second question is, how many days one has to get admitted? The answer to that is, after the day of surgery, one has to be in the hospital for about 4 days, but this period can change depending on the patient's age and other medical conditions. But this is a general rule, 4 to 5 days after the day of surgery. Another question commonly asked is about insurance. People ask me whether microvascular decompression or MVD surgery is covered under insurance. The answer to that is, if you have valid insurance, then the disease itself doesn't prevent you from taking benefit. This is a very well established surgery. This is not some experimental surgery. This is established surgery for years together, and the disease is also severe enough to warrant urgent or early treatment. So yes, insurance, it does get covered in insurance, provided your insurance is valid. About trigeminal neuralgia, specifically, the question that comes frequently is, what is the effectiveness or efficacy of the surgery? As I said, if a center is particularly focusing on a particular surgery, the entire team gets well versed with the surgery, and over the period of time, the results also improve. In our series, which exceeds 1,000 patients, which was done over the last 15 years, we have about 97% success rate in trigeminal neuralgia MVD surgeries, which means that with the follow-up ranging from 1 year to 14 years, these patients have not had recurrence of this disease. So I presume that most of them are free of the disease. About 3% patients do complain of recurrent symptoms after few years. Most of the times these symptoms are minor. They are controlled with very small medications, but serious recurrence of this disease is possible in less than 1% of the people. What I call as serious recurrence, which may warrant another surgery or some other measures to treat trigeminal neuralgia. So this is in a nutshell about the effectiveness of the surgery. The risks involved in the surgery are in the tune of about 0.5 to 1%, and like any other surgery, these risks include hemorrhage or infection or paralysis or hearing problems, or in very, very severe circumstances, even risk to life. Yes, it is possible, but it is extremely rare. Just to complete the list that I am enumerating these latter things. But one has to be aware that this surgery, or for that matter any surgery on human body, is not free of risk. And living life with the disease is so problematic or so painful that one is ready to take this 0.5% to 1% risk and go ahead with surgery. This should be the mentality, then one can actually operate and get operated.